It was a dark and stormy night. A man in a log cabin on a lake writes in his journal, cataloging the day's events, when from outside he hears a horn and a ship appears on the lake next to him. Seconds later, a Viking appears in his doorway, saying he has violated the sacred burial grounds. And then the man is no more. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
Hey yo, meddling kids! I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ethan.
And boy howdy, Vikings.
Vikings.
We're here for Vikings.
I have feelings about the way Vikings.
I mean, listen, most of the way that Vikings are depicted in media is just like incorrect anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, even in media I like How to Train Your Dragon, the Vikings there are not depicted correctly.
So, like, it's very rare that you're ever gonna get actual historical accuracy. I've heard even like Assassin's Creed didn't do it, and they do historical accuracy in most of their
completely.
games.
I mean, in the one Assassin's Creed game, you fight the Pope. It's not a perfect one-to-one.
But who doesn't want to fight the Pope?
I mean, the current Pope we have is kind of chill, but the Catholic Church has done some bad stuff.
You know, fighting the symbol for the Catholic Church.
Sure.
I say this as a ex-Catholic.
I say as someone engaged to a Catholic.
Exactly. You just want to fight your girlfriend, fight your fiance.
Yep. But anyway, Vikings. We're doing that stuff. The closest I can think of that's like an actual good historical depiction in media is The Northman. I don't know if you've seen that movie before. It came out like 3 years ago.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think
our friends Zoe and Alex watched it like right after it came out, and they had good things to say about it, which made me want to go see it.
Just looking at the images, that does look more like Vikings than the what is it that people always do? It's like the partially shaved and all the millions of braids and
yeah,
a lot of that stuff isn't, as far as I know, historically accurate. It's just something people have been like, yeah, they had that, and then they had like the horns like all over their helmets. It's like, did they though?
That's not a thing either, right? Like they didn't. Do that.
I'm pretty sure that's not true either. So
hold on. Wear horned helmets. They did not. Oh, we get that from opera.
That I buy that.
Where did the people in the opera get that from, though?
It looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, there are ones that have like metal horn-like structures on them, but it's not actual.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure drinking horns are like something they had, but I don't think horns and helmets are something they had.
They did.
So, all this to say, Viking stuff is always fun to talk about, especially because you know who adopted all of the Viking culture and made it really hard for anybody to appreciate anything like Norse?
White supremacists?
It's very sad.
It is quite sad.
It's so very sad. You can't even like the stuff and wear symbols of it without you know, potentially being read the wrong way in this day and
Right.
age.
Like if you see someone wearing like a Mjolnir necklace or have a Norse cross tattoo, like you question stuff.
Yeah, really sucks. But
Anyway, we've got some emails.
yeah, I was trying to figure out a transition for that, and I was like, speaking of some appropriating of cultures. We
Mm-hmm.
do have an email specifically about racist episodes.
Sure, yeah.
Um, that's someone did ask us a question. This comes from listener Connor.
Okay.
Question on the racist episodes. I'm genuinely curious. Do you guys think the racist parts of an episode make it a bad episode? Because I find it even with these episodes, the good bits are still good. So, how do you guys deal with the duality of good parts and bad parts on the racist episodes? Thank you for sharing your love of Scooby Doo. I find it's great to hear people talk about it. Good job. I really like your podcast.
Well, Connor, thanks for the email. But the thing is, it's kind of a mixed bag. Like you said, like the
Yeah.
good parts are still good, but the bad parts do stick out.
To
So,
preface this, we are both very, very white people. So,
yes, we
like,
are.
anything that we say about racist depictions in media, take it with a grain of salt because we're not the ones being affected by it.
No. And if we get anything wrong, we are open to correcting ourselves. Just let us
Absolutely.
know.
So, like, I definitely always give things points off for those
Yeah,
things. And it
same.
really depends on how prevalent it is to the episode for me.
I
Like,
agree. Like
if
if like
it's,
the
if it's,
central villain or the setting of the
yeah,
episode is racist, that gives Docs more points than if it's like a side character or a bit. But either way, points are going to be lost.
yeah. Like, if it's the whole episode, it's something that, like, I wish I didn't have to cover on the podcast.
Yeah.
But it is part of the media, and it's still something like we can't fully erase some of those like depictions in media because they are still
No.
like important to note that this was of the time, you know?
Yes.
Um they're gross, they're horrible, but they are still there's still something to be gained from that.
Yeah,
Um
it's better than just getting rid of it, in my opinion, because you know how like some streaming platforms of like that have older cartoons on them where they don't necessarily depict certain races in a good light. They'll have a kind of disclaimer saying, "Hey, we
Peter
recognize
Pan.
that Peter Pan." Yeah, that was
That's
actually the
the first
first
one I
thing
could
that
think
came
of.
to mind. Um,
Like there's a fucking song in the movie that's racist and it's like,
it, yeah,
God,
but the
why did they make this?
disclaimer is important because it says, "Hey, this is how they were viewed at the time. This is
This is not our
wrong."
values. Like, can we not be like that anymore?
Right. But
Although
pr-
this is this is about Disney, the same company who has made it so that no one can ever consume Song of the South, which is a
right,
media that they did make
which
as
is
well,
which is also racist, to be
which is
clear.
also very incredibly racist. But it's like, they've, I guess you could say they've made some strides that are like, disclaimers
Uh,
are better than fully erasing the
yeah.
media so that
Yes.
nobody can make a critical commentary on it.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you take media offline that depicts certain things or people in a negative way when they shouldn't, that does not provide a learning opportunity for people.
Yeah, that's why it's important to keep these things around. It's for the learning opportunities, it's for the critique, it's for all of that so that we as people can learn that that's not a thing we should do. And if you just
Right.
erase it, then it's like, well, we don't know what not to do.
Right. And, as the old adage goes, those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it. So it's important to
Exactly.
have these things around, but it's also important to acknowledge that is not something that we still hold to be true.
So I guess to answer the question, like if it's like, a little bit of not great stuff happening in an episode that I genuinely find to be good, it definitely gets points off. It gets some heavy critique, but I'll still probably rewatch it. Other
Yeah.
episodes, I do end up skipping because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
Like, I will never watch Mamba Wamba again if I can help it. Because it was just
Literally,
that bad.
always skip that one at this point because I can't.
The episode that shall not be named from Where Are You? I'm going to skip that too. Um,
But yeah, we do also have another email as well. I'm so sorry that like both of these are some very old emails. Um,
yeah.
but
As of
we have
recording, these emails are about 2 months old. We just kept forgetting to take
I
care of them, but
yeah, at least 2 months old. I think there's actually an even older one from this other person who sent us something. Uh, but it got lost because like it's in an email thread. So I'm like,
oh,
oh
is this a
no.
follow up to one somebody sent us before? Okay.
Yeah. So first, this one is from July. Um, they initially emailed us. This is from David talking about how we could do
Oh, is this
commentary
the
episodes.
yes, David? Okay, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. So he says, "Morning, just listening to the episode now. Thank you for reading my message. I think maybe the best thing you do is both pick an episode from the current season you've done and do commentary for both. Which, only do the bangers,
Of
obviously.
course.
Um, they're like, I wish it could be every episode, but I'm greedy. Haha. Take care and enjoy the Scooby Doo show." Uh, and then their more recent email, still from a while back, says, "Hey, you don't have to read this one, but I thought it might be helpful. Just listening to the latest episode, and you're talking about the streaming problem, which, listeners, if you don't know, most of
Yeah.
Scooby Doo is gone from Max, and we
Because Warner
had to
Brothers
switch.
hates to pay out royalties and health insurance and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I was just like looking that up earlier today because I was just like, is anybody gonna put this stuff on? Because taking Scooby Doo off right before Halloween was such a dumb move. You could have gotten so many people watching.
Truly a tragedy. A
They took
travesty, if you
all
will.
they really took off most of their cartoons and like kids media
So
anyway.
dumb. So dumb.
Um, so he says, "Well, I've mostly completed my Doo collection due to a website that takes mostly cartoons that are lost media or never had official releases and upscales them closer to Blu-ray quality. My goodness, I've
Interesting.
gotten loads of cartoons through this. Um, I'm not going to mention the
He's
site,
oh,
but
he sent the site.
yeah,
Okay.
he sent us a site to potentially watch
Okay.
the media. I do think, I mean, at least
Well,
for me, I'm going to be buying some media,
yeah, for
perhaps,
sure.
because I put some stuff on my wish list for like
Mm.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been using Tubi to watch the Scooby Doo show. I don't know if
Yeah.
any other shows will be there.
It right now it has the Scooby Doo show, Where Are You, and What's New.
Okay,
I think it
so very
had other
limited.
stuff, but it cycled through it. And I mean, there's always like other sites online. And
Yeah,
again, I'm creating a collection of my own as well.
yeah.
So maybe that's
I
what the
need to
Patreon funds will be for, is just creating the Scooby Doo collection for ourselves.
worth it.
Honestly, worth it. But thank you, David, for trying to uh, help us do some yo and hoeing on the internet.
Yep, yep. Though Tubi is more legal, so that's why I wanted to do that first.
Yeah, I was like, if there's a site that I have access to first, I'm gonna use that because I do have most of the
Listen,
streaming services.
Listen, if buying isn't owning, piracy is say.
True.
You remember the pirates thing that happened on TikTok like 3 years ago?
No, Ethan, are
A
you
bunch of
forgetting
okay.
me and TikTok?
So right, you don't have it, or at least you don't use it very much. So in like 2021, 2022, a bunch of bi people were all dressing up as pirates. I wish I could have done that. I was freshly out and I didn't really know if I should, but
Was this at all related to like the gay pirate show?
yes.
Or no? Okay.
Yes, it was.
I was gonna say, like, this had to have coincided with that.
It did. It definitely did. With the first season at least.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm pretty sure someone recently corrected me on one of our comments, like, oh, there's actually another episode with pirates in them. In
Okay.
like a pup named Scooby Doo. And I remember almost nothing from a pup named Scooby Doo.
I've never seen a
I'm
pup named
not
Scooby Doo, so
it has the catchiest music, and that's really all you need to know about it.
well,
Is that
I know that
it's
friend of the
pure
show, Scott
vibes.
Nicewander, is a big fan of a pup named Scooby Doo, and if he recommends it, what more do I need?
It is pure vibes, okay? It's how we got a lot of the memes, I feel like, from Scooby
Hmm.
Doo. Like, it's where we get Red Herring. It's where we
Right.
get Daphne is rich with her butler.
Right. Yeah.
Velma whipping out a computer out of her back pocket for some reason.
Hmm.
Like, it's beautiful.
All right, let's get into the episode that we spent 20 minutes doing other stuff.
Oh, that's fine though. Like, listen,
We had to get to the listener emails. We've been putting those off for.
we both have ADHD, and that really makes it hard to remember things. So,
Thankfully, Charlie remembered while we were on the call when we just got on. We're taking care of it.
Doing great. So, as you already narrated to us, we had a spooky intro. Velma's uncle has been taken by a Viking. Creepy shit. And then immediately the gang is driving and they're in their winter outfits. I love it. I always forget that Fred's winter outfit includes a red hat and red gloves because that's not his color theme.
No, I thought they'd be blue, but
Exactly.
it works.
It matches. I'm just like, wait, Fred, why are you taking Velma's color theme? Because I don't see enough blue on you right now. You need more blue. So they're all very cold. Daphne has 6 sweaters on. How?
How thick are these sweaters? That's what I wanted. Because clearly they're not doing a whole lot.
Oh no. I'm very
Either
confused.
that or Daphne is like anemic or something.
Mm.
Well, the reason I know that is, or the reason I'm thinking that is because Kelly has low iron and she's cold all the time. So
yeah, I used to be more cold all the time, but ever since going on like my anxiety meds, my temperature is like irregular. I swear, just but we do have our first shenanigan because Scooby is shivering so much that he makes the fishing pole shiver with him. It goes up, then it goes back down, and he shivers again. I love it. They're gonna go fishing with Velma's uncle. Is the whole thing.
Yeah. And is this the world's first instance of a frozen hot chocolate that we get from Shaggy here?
It could be. It very well could be. I don't know. Have you gotten a frozen hot chocolate?
I've had one. Oh, never mind. Frozen hot chocolate was invented in 1954.
Okay.
That's... The more you know.
Can I complain for a minute?
You may.
I used to be in love with Dunkin's frozen hot chocolate, like, thing that they had, their drink.
Yeah.
And then they added, like, mocha syrup to it. That cannot be taken away. Like, at least if you mobile order it, you cannot take it away. And I always do mobile orders. Like, that's basically how I always do it. I can't get rid of the mocha. No mocha syrup, no mocha drizzle. I just want chocolate in it. I don't like coffee or mocha.
Oh, sorry, bud.
I go to Dunkin' and I get everything but coffee and donuts.
Hey, their
I
breakfast
know I'm
sandwiches are
alone.
good.
They're great. I would live on their breakfast sandwiches. Okay, I would. But funnily enough, Panera has basically the exact same drink, and I just found this out like last week, and I had it, and
Hmm.
I was like, "Oh my god, thank you! It's been years."
It's been 84 years.
But yes, we have chocolate here that is frozen solid. Um, is this shenanigan worthy? I think this is shenanigan worthy because
It's on the
Scooby
count already.
Scooby picks it up with his tail and licks it. I don't know how he picked it up with his tail, or if it's now stuck to his tail because
I thought it was stuck,
it's
but
frozen. You know,
yeah.
I love that it was in a thermos. So
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, that should be fine. But like, that's how cold it is.
Hmm.
You guys shouldn't be alive if that's the case. I think.
Right. Or at least much, much colder.
So they get to the cabin. No one answers the door. Been fishing for some breakfast. And the place is empty when they walk in. And then shenanigans. Scooby attempts to like walk backward because, place is empty. Lightning strikes right behind him. Directly behind him.
Hmm. With all
Outside this
those
door.
trees that are on this island, it strikes right behind
On
him.
the floor right outside the door of this cabin. And so he gets so spooked that he like shuts the door and, runs to the other end or does he run or just like slide to the other end of the room? Regardless, he gets a Viking hat on top of his head.
Yeah. Looks like he runs.
Yeah. He like runs and then falls on the ground. Silly, silly, because this is so interesting whenever there's like a clue, like somebody writing something right before they get captured. I don't know why. I always love it. Um so Viking Lake, the writing gets a little bit weird at the end. Uh-oh. That must have been when the Vikings showed up.
And then we get another shenanigan where a Viking appears in the window behind Scooby, but when he turns around to look, it just disappears. And that happens like two or three
Shenaniganery.
more times.
Shenaniganery. Also, there's runes written in this book. Viking runes.
Oh
Um,
no.
they don't really look like runes, but that's what they
Yeah,
say. I'm very confused by that.
I'm guessing the animators didn't really know what runes looked like.
They're not. Just do
They're
two
really
seconds of
not.
research.
Like go to the library, find a book.
Libraries are free, my dude.
I
Uh,
mean, this is
I
1976. They can't Google it, but the library exists.
exactly. You did already count one shenanigan for the Viking. I want to count
Hmm.
another one for the Scooby cannot bark. He's like specifically trying to bark, and then he holds up
Hmm.
the sign that says "bark, bark"
Hmm.
to get everyone's attention. You can
And
talk.
somehow that works.
It's hilarious. And then he also does the thing with his ears, body
Yeah.
horror. That might be a separate one as well.
Yeah, I think.
Because he's like trying to say, "Hey, look, it's a Viking." Makes his ears into the horns, and they're like, "What? A ghost Viking?" Yeah, I mean, it is the Viking Lake, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there is historical precedent for Vikings in North America. They were technically
Yeah.
the first Europeans to get there. So,
Do we know? Where the fuck is this place? It would be so nice to know. It's just a
well,
Viking lake.
yeah, that's a real
Actually,
place. I
wait,
don't think
that's
it
it. This
is.
is in the trivia. This is in the trivia,
Oh, okay,
Ethan.
great.
We're gonna hold off
Good,
for
good,
it.
good. Good, good, good.
Our questions might be answered.
It'd probably be in Canada, but we'll get there.
I think. So we gotta go find Uncle John.
Yep.
And look, there's footprints right outside the cabin. Why didn't you guys see those before? I mean, these are probably the new ones from the Viking. But like, why weren't there
Probably.
footprints from before?
Right. You'd think.
I don't know. So they gotta go to the lake. Oh, okay. Fred's saying that it's because of the rain. Probably. It's gonna
Hmm.
wash the footprints away. That could be it.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's like raining and storming this whole episode.
Even though we don't really
Don't
see
really see.
that.
We see the lightning that one time. We hear some lightning.
We see the lightning and hear the thunder, but we don't really see rain.
Yeah. So we have split the
Um.
party. Scared gang immediately sees something upon the horizon and hides behind the tiniest tree, the skinniest tree, skinnier than Shaggy himself.
Yeah.
Shenaniganery because they have disappeared.
Correct.
Not 20 on
And
stealth.
and on top of that, another tree-related shenanigan as Scooby and Chucky run up a tree and they're like, "Thank God we're safe." A butterfly lands on top of the tree and gets it to bend nearly to the ground.
I always love shit like that. That's some great cartoon shenanigans. And
Yeah, for
because, you
real.
know, it bends, it flings them into the lake on a log. And they did all
Yeah.
this because they saw a ghost Viking ship. And now the log is careening towards the ghost Viking ship. With it's been the same Viking like the last 3 times we've seen him. This is the
Yeah.
third time, but now there's others. Hooks them on to the ship
Yeah.
as they're trying to paddle away. So there's 3 of them. We got
Mm.
gray hair, blondie, redhead.
Yep. So only Charlie is on this Viking.
I guess so. You know, my mother claims that we could be descended from Vikings. They would have to be
There's
French Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings did invade France once upon a time. So
Normandy.
yeah.
That's probably where the ginger comes from. You know?
Yeah, fair. So they swing up, or at least attempt to swing up, and they get hit on the sail, and they just are dangling there.
Shenaniganery. They're trying to like run away from these Viking guys. You're on the same ship.
Yeah.
And then immediately, like as they're like lying there on this little like mast, the Vikings are staring at them like they're about to get them. They just like zip up like they're the Flash
Yeah.
onto the big mast, the big
Mm-hmm.
sail.
Yeah.
The fuck are you guys doing here today?
So first, Shaggy jumps off the side because I guess it's better to be cold in the water than to be on this Viking ship.
Hypothermia, Shaggy. Hypothermia.
Right, like it's that cold. Why are you? Why? It's better to
Why?
be captured than dead at this point.
The Vikings are climbing up the ladder to get them, and Scooby decides, wait, I have to put on my swim cap. Scooby Doo, you do not have hair.
I mean, he does technically.
No, he does not. He has fur, and it is all over his body. A swim cap will do nothing.
No, it won't. Even then, divers don't typically wear swim caps. So,
But he does attempt to do like a fancy dive for a moment, and
mm-hmm.
for some reason he is jumping in the wrong fucking place because he does not land in the water. He lands on a net in the middle of the boat, flies up, almost gets caught by the Viking that goes like whoop with his arms, and then falls in the losing his swim cap in the process.
Well,
I don't know how many shenanigans you counted for that, but like Jesus Christ.
I count it as one sequence, but if you want me to do more, I can.
After the swim cap, after that I'd say a sequence.
Okay. The existence of the swim cap is a shenanigan. Okay.
He does pull it from nowhere. He has no pockets. He is a dog.
He does. He has hammer space.
Exactly. So Vikings are laughing, and
Yep.
the smart gang now they're hearing Shag and Scoob in the water, who literally swim directly onto the land.
Yep.
Tell them what the fuck just happened. Hey guys, this is a ghost ship. Can we go find the sheriff? Can we get some help, please?
First smart decision we've made this entire time, to be honest. I guess these
And
Vikings can teleport because the gray bearded Viking is just there.
I was just gonna say, I think that's a shenanigan because he was just on the fucking boat, which is all the
Right.
way over there, and now he's over here, and we didn't see him swim.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
So then we get our second clue at the sheriff's office. Two geologists went missing
Oh no, the
3 months
rocks,
ago.
the poor, poor rocks.
I know. The rocks will never get a chance to be studied.
Who's the sheriff guy? Does he have a name?
Sheriff Swanson is his name.
No, Sheriff Swenson.
Swenson. Okay.
It's
I
with
thought it
an
was
E.
Swanson.
Maybe they say it. Maybe they say it a certain way because here it's spelled Swenson.
It's spelled Swenson? Okay.
I'll remember how they pronounced it in the episode. I was just like, okay, that's a guy.
That's certainly a guy.
Yeah, so we have some people missing, as well as our Uncle John. Could they have been taken by the same person? Who's to say?
Scooby puts his hand in his paw in the sheriff's fingerprinting ink and just all over a missing animals poster.
Yeah, that's not very helpful, Scooby, but thank you. And then as soon as he, has everybody shaking hands with the sheriff as they're leaving, and he gets the ink all over the sheriff's hand. Like, what the fuck, Scooby? Fred did also mention the journal and the runes that are in the journal.
Yes.
The
The sheriff told them that
sheriff.
there's a Viking museum nearby that they can visit.
Mm-hmm. So we gotta go to another creepy place. Knock on the
We
door.
can finally tell it's raining now.
Yay, it's
Hooray!
raining! If I had a nickel for every time they said, like, you're knocking so loud it could wake the dead, or like, you rang the doorbell so loud it could wake the dead. Guys, do you realize what media you're in?
Yeah,
I feel like it's also always Shaggy saying it.
probably. But they knock on the door. Slaughter can wake the dead, and a man answers the door. Mr. Hanson, the museum curator.
He's got a mustache. It's quite a mustache.
It is a nice looking mustache. I will say that.
It's not quite, like the French like handlebar
No, but
thing, but
but
it's
it's definitely waxed. Like it's long enough that he waxes it out to the sides.
absolutely fancy dancy in
He's
his
even got a
bow
bow
tie.
tie.
Exactly. So we got our Viking museum. Scooby's interested in the Viking heroes. I wonder who could be over
Mhm.
there.
Hmm.
Anybody
No,
important?
no Leif Erikson references, oddly enough.
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Hinga dinga dargan. How many SpongeBob
Oh,
references have we made on this show?
so many. I listen. It's the generation for it. I think is the problem.
I know. And the thing is, Charlie, I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob either. Yet I know all these things just by
you.
cultural osmosis.
I was gonna say you've absorbed it through osmosis from like my generation. Really?
We are part of the same generation, my dude.
No. But there is a specific generation of people who has watched SpongeBob in their childhood,
Oh yeah,
and
that's
like
definitely true.
that's what I mean. I feel like there are specifically different generations for like watching media.
Sure, yeah.
So if I say the SpongeBob generation, I don't mean Gen Z or millennials or what have you. I mean the people who watch SpongeBob as children
Okay.
and
Okay.
perpetuate the memes online.
Okay. Yeah, so Kelly's definitely part of the SpongeBob generation. Okay. Cool.
So immediately Scooby sees just a picture of a Viking and he's like, "Oh my god, it's a ghost." and he jumps into the arms of another Viking that's a statue. He's like, "Oh my god, it's another ghost." Scooby, I'm sorry, these are just Vikings, and I know you're traumatized. Not everything.
He's so
But then
scared that he runs to a bookshelf, takes out 5 books,
this is
and
beautiful.
just hops back, behind the books, as you do when you're a 140-pound Great Dane.
This is beautiful. Shenaniganery at its finest. But the
Correct.
gang is like, "It's okay, Scooby. Like, we don't have to look at the Vikings. We're just translating the runes. Come over here and join us." So this man, Mr. Hansen, is telling us about the runes.
Dun dun dun.
And okay, it's not like Scooby was hiding in Hammer Space, because there is in fact a space behind the bookcase where
Mm-hmm.
gray-haired Viking is hiding.
Does it make it another shenanigan, or is it not a shenanigan?
It makes me laugh. I want to say it's a shenanigan
Another shenanigan.
because we didn't know that there
How
was a space behind there before.
how is this absurdly large man getting into these tiny spaces and teleporting? What is he doing?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Who's dressed as the gray Viking?
I don't remember.
Because if it's
Because it
supposed to
can't be
be
Hanson.
if it's supposed to be Hanson, then I don't think that works. I don't remember
No.
which was revealed to be which.
Yeah.
But that's funky. I swear that happened. That happened in the last episode. Can we not, with all these weird
Yeah.
weird things happening?
And then when they're looking for the burial ground, a 4th Viking, a brown-haired one, is just there
You
that
know
we
what?
hadn't seen yet.
Maybe they're just all switching costumes. I'm just gonna
It
go with
could
switching
be.
costumes because that can work today. That couldn't have
Yeah.
worked in the last episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I
they
guess there's
go.
a
I was gonna say they go to this area. Where was this area again? You literally just said it, and I forgot.
they're looking for the burial ground.
Okay, and that's where we get the steam. I love the steam. I love a good underground steam for some reason, and it
Hmm.
just like causes more and more shenanigans for everybody and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Scooby gets some in his face, and then backs away. It hits his butt, and then he's like,
Yep.
"Ow!" So
Daphne finds um, Uncle John's fishing hat that's just
yeah,
hanging out on a rock.
more clues. Oh yeah, they split up again.
Yeah, they did. And they find a cave after finding some drag marks in the grass. And apparently it's really hot. And there's a painting of a Viking in this cave.
Okay, it's just the way that they're like, "Oh yeah, this is burial grounds," and I'm like, I feel like if it's ancient Viking burial grounds, there wouldn't be like a painting.
You would
I think
think.
that's historically inaccurate.
Yeah. I'm no historian, but that doesn't seem
I'm
right.
expecting something more like like stones of some kind,
Yeah, right.
like actual
So
burial markers.
the blonde Viking blocks the cave entrance so they can't get out. So they run through a door, they barricade the door, and there's a statue um, in the room, and the gray-haired Viking teleports again, and he's referring to the statue as Odin. This is not
Okay.
Odin. I don't know who this is. That's not Odin. He has 2 eyes. Where is Gungnir? Where is Sleipnir? And I don't understand.
He's okay. Okay. Look at this. So, one, he's got the stupid Viking helmet that nobody wears. Two,
Right.
he has a hammer. Three, he's got a shield with like lightning on it,
Right.
and he's got a bull on his necklace.
Yeah.
None of this is Odin symbology.
It's closer to Thor, if anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's that if he had said Thor, I would have been like, okay, I will buy it. It's
Yeah.
incorrect still.
Even then, Thor should be a redhead, but that's neither here nor there.
But fucking Odin, he should look like Gandalf but with one eye.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. I mean, I get the one thing I can give them points for is sometimes Odin would travel as like a cloaked old man, and this figure is wearing a cloak or robe of some kind. That's the only thing I will.
Again,
Exactly.
he wears a big hat, is like the thing. He doesn't wear the Viking helmet, he wears like a big hat.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, steam shoots out of the ground, and the smart gang is gone.
Shenanigans. Because what the
Shenanigans.
fuck? How did this happen? So the gang, the smart gang went north. Scooby and Shaggy went south, and they are like, well, there's a bunch of steam here. It's making things really hot. What if we made hot dogs?
Of course. Why the hell not?
And you know what? My brain just went to my brain went to an iCarly reference. You know what they're also great for? Roasting weenies. When they like set fire to some shoes.
Yeah. Scooby gets yoinked into the air by the hot dog by this giant steam vent.
Because the steam is just going like so far into the air. Shaggy's like, his back is to Scoob. They're doing it back to back. He's like, what? Where'd you go? I just finished mine. And Scooby ends up falling onto Shaggy's back. And Shaggy horrifically reveals that the hot dogs were just in his pockets.
Yep. I count 2 shenanigans there.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm not eating those hot dogs. I don't know what else is in Shaggy's pocket.
I'm not eating pocket meat, and that's not a euphemism.
I'm still gonna laugh.
I know.
So, the smart gang has ended up in some strange chamber that is just getting hotter and hotter with more of this steam. Again, we don't necessarily know how they got there.
Maybe they fell through the floor or something? I don't know.
Like, did I miss a reveal?
I don't think we missed it. Scooby and Shaggy are looking around, and Scooby finds the cave.
Who doesn't love it?
Ooh, I love
they're
the
always
cave. Spooky. And our old friend, the gray-haired Viking, is sneaking up behind them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't notice him. They keep sneaking. They don't notice him.
He does the arms outstretched thing, like he's gonna grab them. My favorite shit. And they take like one more step, and he takes one more step, and they turn back. It's like, ha, we fooled you. Oh shit, that is a shenanigan because it is. Shaggy reaches a door and it's locked. He can't get in it. Scooby,
I'm pretty sure it's the same. I think it's the same door that Fred and the girls went through.
Yeah, it is. Scooby finds 2 Viking helmets on the wall. He puts one of them on his head, and goes right head first to the door.
Literally bull rushes the door, gets compressed into a spring, and yeets backwards.
And it's like, it's funny because the door like bounces like in its spot and then falls.
Mm-hmm.
So it does get them through, but it's also like, what the fuck just happened to this door? So they end up in the room with quote unquote Odin, and Shaggy's like, let's hide behind this statue. It's the only place to hide. It's like, I can't fit. Scooby pushes him through. They'll be feeling that later.
Mm-hmm. And then they do it again to get out.
Yeah. We do have more of the smart gang just yelling for help, banging on like solid rock to be like, help.
And they can hear that, I guess. And
don't worry about it.
Scooby finds the trigger to open a secret door behind the quote-unquote Odin statue that's on top of its head. On top of its head.
We don't even know what the trigger necessarily is. We just know that, like, Scooby is floated with one of those steam things onto Odin's head, and somehow it opens. Like, is there a button? Is like, did he like turn something the right way? We don't know. The gang rushes out,
But Fred's
and
still
Shaggy's like,
focused. He's trying to find Uncle John.
I know. Shaggy's like, can we get the fuck out of here, please? I am scared.
Yeah.
And Fred's like, no. So Shag and Scoob are running from blonde-haired Ghost and
They disguise themselves as masseurs, not masseuses, masseurs. They're men.
I don't even know the word for that. They even get this guy's fucking shirt off, like, and lay him on a bed, and like, just take the mask off, guys. Just take the goddamn mask off.
He's right there.
He's vulnerable.
Right there. He literally is mostly naked, but the socks stay on.
And the Viking mask stays on during sex.
The funny thing is, I'm sure that's somebody's fetish. People love the ghost face mask and the Mandalorian helmet. You never know.
And this is where we get some not great depictions from Scoob.
Yeah.
Scoob, you really didn't need to do this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Shaggy also didn't need to join in.
No.
What do we get here? Okay, first,
I think the first one's supposed to be Japanese.
I think so. That's what the hair looks like.
Yeah.
So he dresses as like a Japanese person, wig and everything, and robe.
Yep.
He's like walking on the guy's back, and then Shaggy's like, "How about Tahitian style?" Changes his outfits, comes back.
Like a spear and a shield and a loincloth.
And then one more time, Russian.
Yep.
And
then Shaggy is also in a Russian disguise.
I do enjoy the little dance, but like, why did you guys have to do the whole thing?
They really didn't. And then they lube him the fuck up, and then that's what they do. Don't look at me like that.
No, you're right. I just didn't think about it, okay? I just didn't. Even there are times when you use the word lube, and and if somebody uses the word lube, my brain goes to one place and one place only.
That's valid, but that's what happens. And then Shaggy tilts the table up, and he slides out the door with little to no friction.
This man is so fully naked. Like, he's just got the...
He's wearing a towel, bracelets, and socks.
He's got his boots on, I think. I think those are his Viking boots.
It's either boots or socks. There's something covering his feet.
Yeah.
How many shenanigans do we want to count here?
Where did you stop counting them?
I think right before the the opening, like Scooby landing on Odin's head.
Okay, so first, dressed as masseurs, and then just do it as a sequence for Scooby dancing on the guy's fucking back.
Yeah.
And then the oil.
Okay.
Just as another sequence, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
3. Okay.
Now we go back to the Smart Gang, and you know what I've realized, Ethan? We're in a tunnel.
A secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. We have to.
By law.
We find Uncle John's glasses on the ground.
Yeah, how do you know they're Uncle John's glasses? Because they look exactly like Velma's.
Because of course, people who are related always wear the same stuff.
I mean, visually, that's how you make it work.
I know. It's just Daphne gets scared by a mouse, jumps straight up in the air, and grabs a spear hanging on the wall, and that opens a secret entrance.
I love that. That's beautiful.
What?
And somehow Shag and Scoob are at the right place at the right time. They start running towards the smart gang, and as this platform is going down, down into this underground cavern.
And the Vikings are unloading crates from their boat.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a plan.
Yeah.
Shag and Scoob are going to distract the Vikings, while Fred and the girls are going to look for Uncle John. Great plan.
Great plan.
The Vikings hitch a ride in one of the mine carts that they're using to unload stuff. And Shaggy and Scooby are like, well, we gotta get one of our own. I love a good minecart chase.
That's literally what I was just getting distracted by. I'm just like, oh my god, there's mine carts. I love mine carts in Scooby Doo. It's like, hey Vikings, yoo-hoo-hoo. You're right behind them, guys. You're right behind them. Scooby has to whistle really loud for them to hear them. And they go like, blah, 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 blah.
Which works somehow.
It does. And now the Vikings have switched course, going backwards, and Shaggy and Scooby eventually figure out how to go backwards.
So that part of the plan is successful at least.
But like,
And they're
now
like,
what do you
what
do?
are we gonna do? And Scooby's like, I know. Here's a bike with a helicopter on it.
Fucking
Where did you get that, sir?
Goobert D. Dubert. What the fuck? Where did you get this from? What is this? Why didn't you use it earlier?
The Vikings attempt to stop themselves, but they are too late as they crash into a barrier, and the wood from that barrier lands in such a way that they are caged in and knocked out.
But it doesn't work for very long because they immediately like break out of that.
Yeah.
So Scoob and Shag are like flying the other way. While Smart Gang is like investigating the machinery. Like, what's going on over here? And they hear, help! Up here! And in a cage suspended from this cave ceiling is Uncle John without his glasses.
So we can't see anything.
But I assume he heard their voices.
Probably. Shaggy and Scooby make their grand entrance on the bike-a-copter.
The Scooby-Copter.
Scooby-Copter, thank you. And Fred's like, hey, get Uncle John down while you're up there.
Yeah. So Scooby jumps onto the cage so they can make room for Uncle John, who jumps onto the Scooby-Copter, and then they get him down. But Scooby's still on the cage while gray-haired Viking is sawing the rope suspending the cage to try to make him fall on the ground. Shaggy goes and gets Scooby with the Scooby-Copter, and they fall into a trash bin.
How many shenanigans is this?
Yes. So I was hoping we stopped at like the Scooby-Copter. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the Scooby-Copter is a shenanigan.
We already had its existence. Okay, it got
Yep.
Uncle John down, so it has saved the day. I think that's a separate shenanigan because it's continuing to be here.
Yeah.
And then Scooby and Shaggy falling in the trash.
That's what I thought.
I think it's just chill.
Yep.
But hey, look, all three of the Vikings are here. Somehow gray-hair Viking went from up on the ceiling back to down on the ground again.
He can teleport.
Yeah. Also, they gave Uncle John his glasses. Now they don't look like Velma's.
They're thinner, but they're the same shape.
It's still funny.
He also kind of looks like Geppetto from Pinocchio.
He really does! It's the mustache, it's the swirl of the hair. Mm-hmm. Like, so they're
everybody's
all
running away from the Vikings. Uncle John splits up to go get help.
Yeah.
Which, they why are you sending him away? You just got him back. I guess it's safer for him out there. But Scooby and Shaggy hop in a big crate, and the Vikings like, ha ha ha, with the power of my forklift.
How many times have we used forklifts lately?
So many.
So many fucking times. We had a break last episode, and now they're back.
Right. And Shaggy's like, there's a hammer and nails in here. I'll nail us to the ground. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, what he does is a good idea. The shenanigan that follows is not logical by any
No,
means.
because the forklift digs itself into the ground in an attempt to
And,
lift the crate.
and you
What?
turn the power way up, I guess. I don't know. So Scoop
He
and
did.
Shag
He
just
definitely did that.
um, jump out of the crate and start running. Um, this was, again, gray-haired Viking. And then immediately he is following the smart gang.
I guess he can, like Samurai Jack. He can jump good.
The gang runs into each other. I call shenanigans. And then guess who? Guess who's carrying them? As soon as the Vikings try to corner them. Guess who's doing it? It's our girl.
It's our girl, Velma, secretly jacked.
She runs them through this tunnel, and after they get out of this tunnel, this giant pipe, this giant pipe, they just move it slightly so that it leads to the water.
Not the best trap, but a trap.
And all three Vikings just fall into the water. Their masks and like such falling off as they fall in. Yeah, we don't really see who was who, but I think that Hansen
we
is
get the
applied to the gray
wigs.
guy.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
Again, I'm gonna. We also had a brown-haired guy. That one time, we never see him again. So I'm assuming they all switched costumes. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Hansen, I think, is implied to be the gray-haired Viking or the blonde-haired Viking. We don't really know.
So we have our wrap up. The sheriff is here with Uncle John, and yeah, it's the curator and the two geologists who did it. What are the odds? They found uranium.
Where? That was not brought up at all. The geologists were brought up, but the reason they were there was not. So
no. But I mean, they you would assume that they would find something in the rocks. You know,
yeah.
It makes sense to me.
Right.
That or diamonds, right?
Yeah, gold, diamonds, something valuable.
Striking oil, you know.
Striking oil, sure.
But they're geologists, so it's got to be. And that's a rock fact.
That's a rock fact. Not quite the time for that anymore, but it is what it is.
It's always.
So after all this goes down, Scoopy and Shaggy are fishing on Uncle John's boat.
They're not wearing jackets.
They're not. They should be. That's unsafe.
It's now apparently warm enough for no one to be wearing any winter clothing. Except Scooby's wearing the Viking helmet.
Because, just for vibes?
Yes.
and
both of them are like, we caught a big fish. It's a really big fish. We gotta reel it in. Scooby loses his, and Shaggy reels his in, and shenanigans. Is it a shenanigan that they're not wearing jackets?
I don't think so. But
oh boy.
Okay.
This was an episode of a media.
It certainly was. It certainly was.
But Ethan, what time is it now?
It's terror time again.
Let's talk about some trivia from this episode. So, we got to talk about the possible locations for this episode. This episode most likely takes place in the Canadian province of Newfoundland or Labrador. The Vikings only had one real settlement in North America called Vinland, which was located on the island of Newfoundland. The Viking settlement, I do speak French, but Lance aux Meadows was discovered on Newfoundland in 1960. Another possible location for this episode is around the area of Kensington, Minnesota. Back in 1898, a runestone, whose authenticity still remains in doubt, was discovered there by a Swedish-American farmer named Olaf Oman. According to the inscriptions on the Kensington runestone, It is supposed to have been raised in the year 1362.
Contrary to popular belief, Viking raiders did not wear horns on their helmets. Viking raider, that's a little bit redundant, like saying chai tea or non-bread, but I digress. Um, the myth originated in German Romantic composer Richard Wagner's operas and became an icon by the 1870s. Where did Wagner get that from then?
It's a real good question. Because like I know exactly what they're talking about when they say that, and that's most I blame Haunted Mansion for me knowing what that looks like. There's like a ghost on that who has like the lady Viking ghost. She's got like, the helmet and the braids.
Yeah.
But like what inspired this, sir?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Lastly, there exists an alternate, possibly work-in-progress version of this episode that was known to play in local syndication and continues to air on the Canadian Teletoon network. It contains many animation and editing differences, alternative music cues, and features no laugh track. Was there a laugh track in this episode?
I think there was a little bit. Our favorite Canadian, Adele, let us know if you've seen that version.
Please. I definitely had thoughts about like bringing on potential guests for this episode. I was like, do I bring in Adele? Do I bring in Mats? Like, do we need a correspondent?
Our resident Canadian and Norwegian.
Yeah, exactly. Mats is clearly a Viking, right?
Of course. Why wouldn't he be? I mean, he's built like one. Don't get me wrong, but
I have met him in person. I agree.
Anyway.
Now, Ethan, where did we land with our shenanigans?
Charlie, we have a grand total of 39 shenanigans.
Woo! That is
second place, baby.
Place. Hell fucking yeah! I'm sad that one of them happens to be racist, but
yeah,
even without that, we're still pretty fucking high.
All right.
And now we gotta rate it. We gotta rate the episode. I do enjoy it.
The racism docks points. I don't think I can give this anything higher than a 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 as well. I feel like that's been our average for the most part, is like 3.
We do have several episodes we've rated 3 out of 5.
And whose side are we on in this episode? Is it not Uncle John?
Of course.
Who's just existing and wants to go fishing with his niece and her friend and looks like Geppetto for some reason?
Man.
Plot twist, Velma's cousin is Pinocchio.
It wouldn't be the most outlandish thing Scooby-Doo's ever done.
I would believe it.
I mean, they did make the band Kiss magical, so who knows?
Okay, but Fairly OddParents did that first.
They did.
Well, that's our episode for today. And Ethan, I don't want to hype up this next episode even more. I just know I enjoy it. And that's all that matters.
Good to know.
So, but for now, Ethan, we gotta go split up and look for clues for our next. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mysteries in the Machine would like to thank its $10 and up patrons, especially Polish Lavender and Davey B. Thank you for being so generous and helping us keep this podcast going.
You can follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. All right, we've got a doozy.
You know, it's got some stuff in it, and I do enjoy some of the stuff.
I enjoy some of the stuff. I don't enjoy other things. Oh well.
Oh, emails. We should do the email.
Yes. Let's do that while we're thinking about it.
Ethan, start the episode, and I'm gonna put those on my phone right in front of me.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.